Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at this Diode Dynamics SS5 Pro LED driving pod light with bracket. This 5-inch LED driving pod light is going to act as an auxiliary high beam and increase your visibility to keep you safe. As you can see, I do have this connected to power already, and what you're currently seeing is that one of my favorite features of this light is the backlight, but more on that in just the next minute or two. I did want to show you that I have the bracket that's included with this light already installed on this light. You're going to receive the hardware that you need to install this bracket with the light virtually anywhere on your vehicle. And then the hardware, you will also get the hardware that you need to install the light into the bracket. And what's nice about using this bracket is you're going to be able to adjust the angle of the light virtually anywhere you want or any way that you want, and then just tighten down the light using the hardware on either side of the light and bracket, and it'll hold that angle. Now these brackets are made out of durable aluminum. Here's one that I have here that's not obviously installed, but this is going to do a great job of withstanding corrosion, and it's going to do a great job of holding up against the elements that it's going to be constantly exposed to. And let me go ahead and turn my studio lights off here and go back out to the wide view just to give you a better view of that backlight. This backlight is amber in color, and it's going to add a nice stylish touch to your vehicle. And it's also going to give you a little bit more visibility when you're not using that main beam. But speaking of that main beam, I'm going to fire that up there just so you can see the difference. So you have the backlight and then the main beam. And let me see if I can turn this light to face the wall behind me to give you a look at that beam. So this driving pattern beam is going to give you enough width to light up a standard road or trail. And this light has a color temperature of 3000 Kelvin. So that yellow color is going to do a great job of cutting through bad weather like rain or fog. And this has a raw lumen rating of 8900 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 7900 lumens. And even with my bright studio lights back on, you can still see that beam. You can see just how bright this light is. Now this light does have a peak beam intensity of 131,600 candela. And in case you don't know, candela ratings measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. So the power draw on that main beam is 6 amps, and on the backlight it's 0.24 amps. And this light is designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't real efficient at focusing all of the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and then focuses all of that light forward very efficiently. And instead of using another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss that you see with an outside lens. Typically, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you're going to lose some of that light, and you could lose up to 10% of that light just shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're going to actually pick up some efficiency rather than losing it. Now, giving you a view of the back of this light, this does include an industry standard integrated Deutsch style connector. And as you can see, I do have that plugged in, of course, powering the light. But here's here's a pigtail that's included with the light. It's obviously not in use, and there's that Deutsch style connector. So that's going to plug right into the back of that light securely. And while we're looking at the back of the light, we do have heat sinks right there that we have. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the breather patches there at first. We have these 2 breather patches that's going to prevent any moisture buildup in the light, and then the heat sinks are included in the back of the housing of this light. So those heat sinks are going to do a great job of dissipating the heat quickly to increase the longevity of this light. Now this light has been built with high intensity LED chips, and it does feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. So that heavy duty construction is going to do great withstanding extreme temperatures, corrosion, and vibration. Testing has been completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components. And just an interesting fact, Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled this light right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. So just giving you some overall measurements, looking at the overall width from end to end, we're sitting really close to 5 1/8 inches. That's going to be the same for the height. But then when you add that bracket, that's going to add to the height. So measuring from the top of the light to the bottom of the bracket, we're going to be really close to 5 1/2 inches, and that's going to change ever so slightly depending on the angle of your light. Now this light does draw high current, and it does require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, you do want to be sure that you're using wiring that's 16 gauge or larger. Now we do also offer this light and bracket in a set of 2 if you're interested in more than one. But if you like this light, but the features aren't exactly what you're looking for, maybe you're looking for something a little bit different, the good news is we do carry a wide selection of lights from Diode Dynamics here at etrailer.com. So be sure to check out the other options that we have from them, and I'm confident that you're going to be able to find just what you're looking for. Well, that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.